Assalamu alaikum, my name is Jenine and Kotob. I am an architect working in the Northern Virginia area. I'm also an alumni from Virginia Tech. I graduated in 2010. I studied architecture at Virginia Tech, and then I actually went on to graduate school to study Islamic architecture.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Refai. I'm a project designer for a DC-based architecture firm. And I have been practicing in the field for about 4 years now.
I always felt that the community was very inclusive and welcoming, and it's so diverse. There's people from all sorts of backgrounds, different walks of life. I am a part of a really large team of volunteers on this project, and everybody comes from various backgrounds. So we have civil engineers, we have general contractors, we have developers, we've got architects, and we also have other people who are not on that list who've been helping this project for a really long time. So the survey was the first step in our community engagement process, and it was very, very revealing. And the survey's purpose was to try and understand what the goals of the expansion project would be, as well as understanding what the current deficiencies are for the local space. The community needed some expansion with the Sunday school program. When this facility was initially built, the community was much smaller. And alhamdulillah, over decades, the community has grown. So we started with some focus groups, and through those virtual sessions, we came out of the meetings with program spaces and some of the needs that each of those different groups would have.
Because they were virtual in their nature, we were able to get some alumni, current students, and local families, as well as a group of women, all in one meeting. We made a trip up to Blacksburg, and it was my first time in Blacksburg. Initially, we did a survey of the building. We had a full survey, and in order to be able to produce as-builts, because there were no existing plans that we could work with. 3 main priorities for this new building: expand on parking, expand on the Sunday school classrooms, in addition to adding a gymnasium.
So we started a process of sketching and just having fun a little bit on the site. And placing the big box programs in different locations. We came away with 3 different concepts. We called one concept Next Generation ISNRV. The second concept was the 3 beacons, and the third concept was called the treehouse. So through some conversations with the steering committee and some back and forth with the volunteer group, we ultimately decided on the treehouse concept. It's built into the steepest part of the site, and on the upper level we have all the education programming. In each of those classrooms you have great views of the entire site because it's so elevated, and you feel like you're floating in a tree canopy. And so that's where the idea of the treehouse comes from. You walk in through a shared, brand new lobby space. To your left is going to be the musalla. It'll be an expanded musalla, so we're actually building an addition and renovating the existing building, and we're essentially doubling the size of the prayer hall. If you go to the right, you're going to see a grand staircase with a gallery view down to the gymnasium. And then if you go upstairs, you'll be able to get to the more communal spaces. So that's where we have the Sunday school program. We'll also have a brand new family lounge, and we'll have direct access to the women's, the mezzanine upstairs. And additionally, a brand new lounge for the college students. All of these spaces will be flexible and adaptable. There'll be expandable doors and walls so that you can open up the spaces to be larger to one another. But more importantly, because it's still connected to the musalla, you'll be able to still have that connection back to the spiritual spaces.
Moving into this new space, flexibility and the ability to kind of have multiple different age groups and different members of the community use the space equally and have equal access to all the spaces of this new building was a very important goal. Architecture, especially sacred architecture, can be a vehicle for connecting us mere humans with this other divine place. And I'm so honored to be working with the community on this amazing project.
I'm really excited to be a part of the team and really happy to see how far this project has come along. This community for years has felt like home. for so many people, not just the locals, but also students. You know, when you're in college and you're going through some really tumultuous time, you're discovering yourself, this space and this community has been an anchor for so many of the college students. So we really want to make sure with this project and the design that we're not losing the essence of who this community is. And we want to really bring back that home value throughout the project for years to come.